Hello, I'm Dr. Mao. Welcome to Dear Dr. Mao every Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today's topic is cultivate resilience when the world is falling apart. There's been a lot coming at us in the last month and two, with the novel coronavirus raging throughout the world and here in the US. The daily rising death tolls, the social distancing, the lockdowns imposed by most cities, and the job losses and the accompanying economic anxiety. In other words, the world is falling apart literally in front of our eyes. These and other stresses have conspired to extract tremendous tolls from our psyche, our health, and our relationships. There are reports of increased depression, suicide, heart attacks, and domestic abuse cases, and even divorces. If we're not careful, we can fall apart just like the world around us. However, the current crisis, like all crises, challenges us to rise to the occasion. Those that adapt and is resilient will survive and even thrive. Today, I want to share with you 3 tips on cultivating your resilience. First, reframe the narrative. There's no question things are bad, but look at others who are worse off: the homeless people, the orphans, and those who are sick. And then focus on the good, the silver lining that you can be grateful for. Some of you might know my past bout with death when I fell from the rooftop of our 3-story house. After waking up from my brain damage coma and broken spine and unable to walk, I was quite depressed for a while, until I saw other kids who were hooked up to ventilators and unable to move at all. At least I had my arms, so I started to train my upper body and became quite good at the high bar, parallel bars, and the gymnastic rings. Second, release your fears. Fears don't just disappear on their own unless, of course, you're inebriated with alcohol or drugs, which will lead to addiction and other serious problems. Seek instead to uncover the root of your fears and address them methodically. If your fear is about sickness, then double down on your self-care with diet, exercise, sleep, and preventive measures daily and consistently. Watch my episode on self-care. If your fear is about money, then take an inventory and confront the truth of where you are right now, and then put steps into place to get out of debt and get into the positive. If the stock market cratering keeps you up at night, then methodically reduce your equities investments until you get to a more comfortable investment ratio. For me, fear of heights stayed with me for a long time, and every time I got into an elevator going up above 3 stories, I start to feel the panic set in. So over the years, I challenged myself with attending ropes courses. Each time, my fear got less and less. Now I'm happy to report that I can ride elevators without any fear. Third, restore yourself. This means reinforcing all your positive traits and attributes. We are constantly focused on berating ourselves for our negative attributes that only depletes our confidence and ability to deal with adverse situations. Write down all the qualities you like about yourself, and ask those whom you respect that know you well to tell you what they like about you. After I restored the full use of my legs, I felt quite insecure about my athletic abilities, needless to say. And it took a long time and hard work to get them back. In the ensuing years, I discovered that I was quite good at math, so I doubled down on it and received the math award for the school year that gave me confidence about myself during a very critical teenage year. Create mantra from your positive quality list and repeat it to yourself daily, and even better, in front of the mirror, and believe in it because it's who you are. Check out my book, Live Your Ultimate Life, and get to know yourself better by taking a quiz at dowstar.com. Resilience doesn't mean bouncing back to the same place you were after a setback, but rather takes you to a better place on your journey. So cultivate your resilience through reframe the narrative, release your fears, and restore yourself. Until next Monday, may you live long, live strong, and live happy.